The year 2023 began rather modestly. First, there was a major fire at the Plan for Ghana restoration site, and after that, severe fires at the Yucatan restoration project in Mexico. Almost 200 hectares were impacted. But here are 7 reasons why 2023 was still a good year for Plan for the Planet and why we look forward to 2024 with confidence. As bad as these fires are for our fight against the climate crisis, they underpin the importance of our strategy. Because in 2023, we introduced our second app, the Fire Alert app, an app for the early detection of forest fires that works with data from the US space agency NASA. It helps detect a forest fire earlier so you can fight it faster, which is extremely important, especially in remote areas. Now, barely 6 months later, an area the size of Brazil is already being monitored worldwide with our app. Planting trees by eating chocolate. The Change chocolate has grown in 2023. Now there's also a dark variety, and in 2024, the 10 millionth chocolate tree financed by the Change chocolate is expected to be planted in the Volcano Valley Restoration Project area near Mexico City. There is also good news internationally. Take Mexico for example, where we launched the Balambe project in 2023 and are helping to build a forest corridor for jaguars. What? Forest corridor for jaguars? Quite simply, studies show that predators such as jaguars make forests healthier. And another piece of good news from Mexico. Plan for the Planet is becoming increasingly involved in forest protection. Specifically, Plan for the Planet rangers are patrolling the Balamku Biosphere Reserve to prevent illegal logging and poaching. Actually, Balamku is no longer a local protected area, but a national one. This shows that forest protection is becoming increasingly important. In Ghana, we have entered into a new strategic partnership with Community Forest International from Canada. We have also increased the number of tree species to 15, which will benefit biodiversity, and we have been promised a further 50,000 trees. 2023 was also a good year in Spain. We planted over 195,000 trees, empowered 2,000 climate justice ambassadors, and increased the number of restoration projects from 2 to 4. This brings us even closer to our goal of planting 1 million trees in Spain by 2030. In Dubai at COP28, our climate justice ambassadors fought for more ecosystem restoration at global scale and for more funding for the Amazon Fund to stop deforestation. Ambassador Katarina crashed a live stream of the SVT channel to present the Change chocolate to the Swedish Prime Minister. Ambassadors Johan and Dharmendra gave an interview on the Change chocolate to one of India's biggest TV channels. Our team also met Ursula von der Leyen, Bill Gates and the Brazilian Environment Minister Marina Silva. We are therefore particularly pleased that we are constantly encouraging new children to take action against the climate crisis and expect to reach the incredible number of 100,000 climate justice ambassadors in 2024. Despite all adversities, such as funding gaps, fires and floods, we planted about 1.8 million trees in Ghana and Mexico this year. That's about 1.8 million opportunities to remove carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Forests are fascinating and they do exactly the right thing for us when the climate emergency is at its worst. Above all, they suck carbon dioxide out of the atmosphere whilst also acting as a natural air conditioning system, and they have a positive effect on groundwater. As we see time and time again in our project areas across the world, they bring hope. Hope for a better climate, hope for jobs and hope for a secure future. There is also good news from the European Union. Actually, very good news. And this is the regulation on deforestation-free products. This new European law regulates very strictly that products may only be imported into the EU if they're not associated with deforestation and forest degradation. And this is perhaps the best news of the year.